I'm not saying it was aliens, except in this case, it was totally 120% aliens. No One Will Save You is a Hulu original from writer-director Brian Duffield, who directed Spontaneous, and Spontaneous was fucking tremendous. I highly recommend you check that out. It came out a couple years ago. Great horror, great social commentary, great comedy, human centipede together, and a great concept overall. He also directed The Babysitter and The Babysitter, Killer Queen. Yes, I'm doing the reference that I did in the review of Killer Queen. And also Underwater. It was quite good and didn't deserve to sit on a shelf for as long as it did and deserves a lot more attention. Not the most wholly original thing, but quite good. Kristen Stewart, very good in that. Underwater, check it out. So, you have Caitlin Dever, not Captain Devers. Deep cut MST3K reference right there. She was in Booksmart, and also she was the daughter of Julia Roberts and George Clooney in Ticket to Paradise. It wasn't a very good movie, let's just say that. She wasn't bad, the casting was fine. But nevertheless, check out Booksmart. It was back before we realized that Olivia Wilde was a goddamn crackpot. Nevertheless, Caitlin Dever plays an anxiety-ridden homebody that doesn't quite fit in her town, and we find out why as time goes on. Kinda, maybe, sorta. And then aliens. Aliens show up. Aliens gradually invade her yard and her home, and she has to fight back against these aliens that look like Greys and click and chitter and have telekinetic abilities and the ability to shut off electricity and do all these all-powerful things. And they're also susceptible to, well, let's just say, really, really silly ways of just getting dispatched. It's actually kind of goddamn hilarious, in all honesty. And from there, we have a movie that goes for 90 minutes, and this went straight to Hulu instead of going into theaters. And the best way to describe this is experimental horror. There's a little bit of dialogue, but not much. A lot of this stuff is left open to interpretation. There are a few little reveals about how Caitlin's Bryn, that's Brynn, got into this particular situation, why she's anxiety-ridden, why some people don't like her. But mainly aliens, her dealing with these aliens, and her dealing with her own, her own personal demons. And that's it. The special effects range from okay to actually pretty good. The practical effects are not all that bad, and it has enough good ideas and enough, good atmosphere that it mostly works. But the thing about, having a film open to interpretation is that only helps when you have more things to interpret. A lot of this really is just like, okay, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Oh, do you kind of get this? Well, this. And it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of moments where I'm like, okay, that happened. Most of it's straightforward. Some of it's a little bit ambiguous. And it is what it is. It's certainly not a bad movie, but I am going to be getting into spoilers pretty soon because there isn't a whole lot of plot to reveal. It's just Caitlin Dever, or Dever, escaping the clutches of these aliens, and some decent special effects, and a lot of, buzzing sounds and chittering sounds and all that from the aliens. At least they're a little bit smarter than the aliens in Signs, kind of. Not really, but at least they don't, they aren't around water like the aliens in Signs were, because that was their one weakness. We came to a planet that's 70% water. What were we thinking? So yeah, No One Will Save You does actually prove that no one really will save you. You have to rely on yourself. Caitlin Dever basically is a one-woman show. That's it. It's on Hulu. Check it out if you want to. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. Okay, so basically she was earlier in the film writing a letter to her friend Maud that she hadn't seen over 10 years. We find out why. Aliens arrive pretty goddamn quickly. This is after she delivered some stuff, like mailing off some stuff. She does crafting. Her mother used to do crafting. She learned that from her mom. And then the aliens invade. No, I see. It's okay when aliens invade a farm girl's house, but when I do it, the police are called. So, the aliens, Grey style, long, claws and everything and all that. And they click and chitter along. And they can turn the electricity off and on. They have telekinetic abilities. They can do all this crazy stuff, slam doors, do all these great things. And then one gets dispatched by a goddamn, lighthouse, like crafted lighthouse, like from a dollhouse or whatever the fuck it was. That was funny. And then got covered by a quilt or whatever, and the alien couldn't rise back up because quilts are the alien's one weakness. Damn you, quilting! And the world basically is fucked. So why bother wearing shoes is what I noted. She doesn't really wear shoes. She can't get she can't get her car started because, she realized it's not the remix to Ignition. She got the alien out of the kitchen and, oh darling, you will listen. That was a really bad rendition of that rap song. And there are vehicles that are tipped over on the way to town, but everything seems fine in town, except it's not. Because the aliens have all cloned the humans. Overnight. Literally overnight. In any town, USA. I don't know where the fuck this thing was filmed. Could have been the Midwest. Could have been the East Coast. Could have possibly been on another plane of existence. I genuinely don't know where it was filmed. I'm not even knocking. So then, aliens continue to invade. She does get attacked by a kid alien at one point. Keeps throwing pots of boiling water. Apparently she just left the oven running the whole goddamn time because why not? And the aliens just continue to attack. She tries to get into her Subaru again. That doesn't work. The alien busts in. It's like the spider alien doing weird interpretive dancing and all this. It was literally going like this and... And then she blows up one of the aliens in the Subaru. Also a mailman that, handled her package badly now is possessed. Everybody's possessed and looking up like this and got the alien things in their throats. So they're alien clones. And, yeah, a spider alien, a burnt Subaru, that was okay. It did prove that the aliens are monumentally stupid. Again, psychic abilities and the ability, or telekinetic abilities, and the abilities to turn electricity off and on, control the elements, and you can't get through a car. And then she's caught in this red light. This red light special is TLC once coined. Now it's down to TC because the L went, with the first ever rollover plan. That was mean. Let's get back to this. She wakes up and seemingly she's fine, except she has a weird alien parasite in her mouth. She's having these dreams. Everything's all happy and rosy and everything. And then she pulls out the egg thing, whatever, that was in her soul or in her body. And then there's a clone version of her. She gets stabbed, but she stabs the clone with the box cutter she had in her goddamn pocket. And then she's caught and sent up into the ship, where they show her, hey, you did some stuff. Like, you used to craft stuff with your mom, and oh, your friend Maud, you killed her. Or maybe we're thinking, or making you think that you killed her. Maybe she killed you. Maybe you're Maud. Maybe you're the show Maud. I almost would have rather watched a rerun of Maud at this point. It sounds like I'm down on this, but honestly, it's not bad. I do want to say that. To finish the whole thing, she's back on Earth and fine. She got shown all that and she's back on Earth. Or everybody, actually, they were all aliens all along. Everybody does a weird dance like they're back in the 1950s. And that's it. That's it right there. Did I get everything? I mean, it was mostly straightforward, but it was also open to interpretation, ambiguous, and I like spontaneous better. I give props for the positives. Caitlin Dever did a good job here. But I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to give it a B right there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't exactly quite get the massive praising reviews like they think this is one of the best things ever. But Brian Duffield has proven himself to be a more than competent filmmaker with spontaneous, and this is certainly filled with some good ideas. So, I don't think the damning reviews are really all that fair. Nevertheless, B. Agree, disagree with what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.